Top 10 smelliest foods. Number 10. Natto. This snack from Japan consists of sticky fermented soybeans. They're often served as a breakfast food. Natto is said to give off an intense aroma not unlike that of a well-used sock. Yet, it's really popular among the inhabitants of the cherry blossom country. It's served in miso soup along with rice. Number 9. Lutefisk. The first fish in our list, but certainly not the last. Lutefisk originates from Scandinavian countries but is often associated with the United States, where it is a regional delicacy of Minnesota. Dried white fish, usually cod, is placed in lye or sodium hydroxide, which gives the dish its characteristically jelly-like texture. The cod is then rinsed out of the remnants and baked. Aging in lye for many days gives it, as some people call it, an alkaline smell. Number 8. Chao Tofu. The name of this Chinese delicacy can be translated literally as smelly tofu. It is often served in street carts, usually fried in a deep fat and marinated before preparation in fermented milk, herbs, or shrimp or meat aroma. As those who have been in contact with this specialty say, it smells intensely and is sometimes compared to blue cheese or even rotten meat. Number 7. Fafaru. Now we're moving from Asia to Polynesia, specifically to the island of Tahiti. When you are there, you should try the fafaru. In the past, this traditional dish was used as a sauce or meal supplement, but today it's a bit more of a tourist attraction. These are crushed shrimps, marinated in seawater for 3 days in a sunny place. If you want to prepare fafaru at home and you don't have access to the sea, you can simply add salt to the water. But it's not really the same thing. Then, in this shrimp water, a fresh cut of fish, often tuna, is marinated for several hours. The pungent pickled fafaru is usually served with a fermented coconut pulp as well. Number 6. Épices de bourgogne. When we think about smelly food, of all the world's cuisines, France will certainly be at the top of the list. Specifically, some odorous French cheeses that have long ripened can really smell. One such example is the Épices de bourgogne, a cow's cheese with an intense aroma of curdled milk. According to scientists at Bedfordshire University of England, Épices de bourgogne is the smelliest cheese in the world. According to culinary experts, this cheese pairs well with the trappiest beer. If you have the opportunity to taste it, let us know. Number 5. Tripe. A dish that can be found all over the world, prepared in many different ways. Tripe is a cow's stomach cooked in spices and cut across. I know a lot of people who might shy away from the very thought of tripe, but the dish is often considered a delicacy or even a challenge to those brave enough to try it out. Number 4. Century-old eggs. The name speaks for itself. This is the hard-boiled egg of a duck, chicken, or quail, preserved for several weeks, months, or even up to 3 years. The eggs are placed in a clay pot with salt, rice, tea, and unquenched lime. During the biting process, a stiff shell forms around the egg, and the egg itself turns a beautiful black color. It is served as a snack in China. Although it could be intuitively suspected that the egg would smell of spoiled food, those who came into contact with it smelled more of a horse's urine. A strange and very unique scent to be sure. Number 3. Durian. And now something seemingly innocent. The fruit of a well-known cuisine of Southeast Asia. It's worth looking at as it is one of the few things on the list it smells in itself, without being fermented or matured for a long time. In Asia, it is a common addition to rice and coconut dishes and serves as a smoothie ingredient or sweet filling. However, it has a strong, irritating odor and it's therefore prohibited in public transport in places like Singapore. As for me, if I needed to choose one present top 10 something I would likely eat, it would be durian. Number 2. Kivia. Kivia is a really unique dish. This specialty comes from Greenland, where people have learned to preserve food in the island nation's harsh winters. Kivia are auxians wrapped in seals. Auks are seabirds living on the island, similar to a seagull or a tern. Auks, with their feathers and all, are placed in their skin and buried underground for several months. They're eaten cold, together with the bones, in an advanced state of decay. In August 2013, a dozen or so people died as a result of food poisoning. But it all happened due to the modification of a recipe according to which ox were replaced with differently decomposing sea ducks. Number 1. Surströmming. In another cold region with a cuisine that relies on fermentation, the famous surströmming is a Swedish canned delicacy. The raw herring is fermented, first in barrels, then in cans, and then only just enough salt is added to prevent the fish from rotting. According to the official Swedish government, when the barrels are opened, the smell of rotting fish can be very intense. That's why we don't do it at home. It's served on bread with the addition of red onions and potatoes. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to our channel, and comment down below.